Hi everybody, it's Shanna with Shanna Sweets. I want to bring to you a winter card because it is never too early to get started on Christmas. I'm going to make some cards to send to my son. He is in the Navy, and I'm going to send a box for his fellow sailors to have to be able to use for holidays and other thank you and other greeting cards, but I want to get started on Christmas cards so that I can send them a whole bunch. So I had to have this stamp set first out of the holiday catalog because it has a snowman, and my daughter just loves snowman. We just absolutely love snowman. And so this was the first stamp set that I bought out of the new holiday catalog, mini catalog. The new catalog is going to be coming out sooner from now on, so you have a longer time to be able to get started on those holiday cards, and there's more fall cards in it. So it's going to be really great having the mini catalog from August until December now. So I think it's awesome, and I love, love, love the awesomeness. I love the cursive of this stamp set. I love the trees and the little wreath also. I decided to mix it up with this winter snow embossing folder to give it some depth, and I also am going to show you a little technique with this die. This is just an embossing die. There's two different ones in here, so I'm just using one corner portion, and I'm going to show you what I did in my card. So let's get started. This is the card that I'm doing, and so we are going to start with our stamping. We have a piece of crumb cake that is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, and this is the one that, if you can see here, I have taken this and I just laid it across the top corner of my crumb cake, and I ran it through my Big Shot, which the new embossing machine is available starting in September for customers. So if you don't have a die cutting machine, the new Stamp and Emboss machine is available, but you'll just run it through with your base cutting plate, paper, die cutting plate, again, just like you would normally. You don't have to have any special formats. So, and then I'm gonna show you in just a minute how to make that. If you can't see it, it is there, but I'm gonna make it pop just a little bit more here in just a minute. So we're gonna ink our little snowman really, really good. And then we're going to stamp him over here and towards the bottom, just giving him a really good smush. I just love how he kind of has that antique-y feel. I'm going to go ahead and color, just all I'm coloring on here is the holly, because I just didn't want to do a lot of coloring here. I just wanted it to be really antique-y, sort of old-fashioned feel. And I'm going to put this down on top of my 4 by 5 1/4, and you can pick whatever side. So here's the raised side of that embossing folder or the debossed, and I'm actually going to have the debossed side up. So I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal and put that right, and I'm going to put it down in the corner so I have a bigger edge at the top. And then I'm going to take some Whisper White, and I've just inked it recently, so you do have to kind of, it's pigment, so you have to kind of ink it here and there. So I'm going to go just where that embossed is, and I'm just tapping over that. Gotta kind of lift it up here so that I can see it. Should have. Sometimes you have to tap off just because I don't want it real dark. I want it light, and I'm gonna just kind of rub it in a little bit since I got some of my ink off, so that it is kind of faded. That bottom one is just a little bit lighter than I want. So I'm going to grab a paper towel here and just rub it into the paper a little bit, just so that it fades out. Because it is pigment ink, so you can, you know, fade it a little bit. And then I'm going to go over here just a little bit more. And if you see, you get this faded look, and your embossing will stick out more. I really like the look of this, and it kind of gives you a snowy look, plus it pulls out that embossed. Now I'm going to stamp Happy Christmas. This is another die that's in the stamp set, in the die bundle right here for the label. And I'm doing this on Very Vanilla, which is just bringing out that vanilla that I've already done. And here I'm using just a little tiny strip of DSP. This is 1/2 inch by 5.5. And this is some DSP that is being brought back from last year, called Toil Tidings. It is available again, so we're just going to wrap this around our card base and secure it down. Now you can use the Stampin' Seal Plus, because this has got a little bit more texture. You don't have to put big, you can do these with little short strips and not big long ones if you want, because it's very, very sticky. And this is going to go on an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of old olive that is folded in half, and it's just going to go down on the front. And then I have some red rhinestones, and we're going to just put 3 of those over where that holly's at, here on his hat. And then our Happy Christmas saying. Will go right here. Not quite at the very left, but towards the very left. And that's it. This is a very simple card and very easy to mass produce. I made it for a swap and was able to make a whole bunch of these. So I hope you enjoyed this card, and I hope you'll join me for lots of Christmas cards to come. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.